Okay, here we are again, The Adventures of Pinocchio, another classic read-aloud story from the book The Adventures of Pinocchio by retired schoolteacher me, Jeff Babcock. We began our story, nine days ago. And today I'm going to read to you chapters 11 and 12. All right, Pinocchio by C. Collodi, translated from the Italian by Carol del Cicia, illustrated by Attilio Musino. I keep saying Musini or Musini. It's Musino. All right. And again, this version, the one that we're looking at that has all these wonderful illustrations, was published in September of 1968 by Macmillan Publishing Company in New York and in London. Okay, chapter 11. Fireeater sneezes and forgives Pinocchio, who saves his friend Harlequin from death. All right, here we go. Oh, man, look at that. That Fireeater. Boy, he looks like one mean son of a gun, doesn't he? Well, in the theater, as you remember, great excitement reigned. Fireeater, now this was really his name, was very ugly, but he was far from being as bad as he looked. Proof of this is that when he saw the poor Marionette being brought in to him, struggling with fear and crying, "I don't want to die! Ah, I don't want to die!" He felt sorry for him, and he began first to waver, and then to weaken, and finally he could control himself no longer, and he gave out a loud sneeze. And at that sneeze, Harlequin, who until then had been as sad as a weeping willow, he smiled happily, and he, leaning toward the Marionette, he whispered, "Oh, good news, brother. Fireeater has sneezed, and this is a sign that he feels sorry for you. You are saved." Well, for be it known that while other people, when sad and sorrowful, weep and wipe their eyes, Fireeater, on the other hand, had this strange habit of sneezing each time he felt unhappy. And the way was just as good as any other to show the kindness of his heart. And after sneezing, Fireeater, ugly as ever, he cried to Pinocchio, "Oh, stop your crying! Oh, your wails give me a funny feeling down here in my stomach, and Two loud sneezes finished his speech. "Oh, God bless you," said Pinocchio. "Oh, thanks. And your father and your mother, are they still living?" demanded Fireeater. Oh, my father, yes. And my mother, I have never known." Oh, you poor fellow. Your poor father would suffer terribly if I were to use you as firewood. Oh, the poor old man. I feel sorry for him, for Three more sneezes sounded, louder than ever. Oh, God bless you," said Pinocchio. "Well, thanks. However, I ought to be sorry for myself, too, just now. My good dinner is spoiled, and I have no more wood for the fire, and the lamb is only half cooked. Well, never mind. In your place, I'll burn some other marionette. Hey there, officers! And at the call, 2 wooden officers appeared, long and thin as a yard of rope, with queer hats on their heads and swords in their hands. And then Fireeater yelled at them in a hoarse voice, "Take Harlequin and tie him and throw him on the fire. I don't want my lamb well done. I want my lamb well done." Well, think how poor Harlequin felt. He was so scared that his legs doubled up under him and he fell to the floor. And Pinocchio, at that heartbreaking sight, threw himself at the feet of Fireeater, and weeping, bitterly he asked in a pitiful voice, which could scarcely be heard, "Oh, have pity, I beg of you, Signore." "There are no Signore here." "Well, have pity, kind sir." "There are no sirs here." "Oh, have pity, your Excellency." And on hearing himself addressed as "Your Excellency," the director of the Marionette Theater sat up very straight in his chair, and he stroked his long beard, and becoming suddenly kind and compassionate, he smiled proudly as he said to Pinocchio, "Well, what do you want from me now, Marionette?" I beg for mercy for my poor friend Harlequin, who's never done the least harm in his life." "Oh, well, there is no mercy here, Pinocchio. I have spared you. Harlequin must burn in your place. I'm hungry, and my dinner must be cooked." "Well, in that case," said Pinocchio proudly, as he stood up and he flung away his cap of dough, "in that case, my duty is clear. Come, officers, tie me up and throw me on those flames. No, it is not fair for poor Harlequin, the best friend I have in the world, to die in my place." Well, these brave words, said in a piercing voice, made all the other marionettes cry, and even the officers, who were made of wood, also cried like 2 babies. Well, Fireeater, at first, he remained hard and cold as a piece of ice, but then, little by little, he softened and began, after sneeze, and after 4 or 5 after 4 or 5 sneezes, he opened wide his arms and he said to Pinocchio, "Oh, you are a brave boy. Come to my arms and kiss me." Pinocchio ran to him, scurrying like a squirrel up the long black beard. He gave Fireeater a loving kiss on the tip of his nose. Has pardon been granted to me?" asked poor Harlequin, with a voice that was hardly a breath. "Pardon is yours," answered Fireeater, and sighing and wagging his head, he added, "Well, tonight I shall have to eat my lamb only half cooked. But beware the next time, marionettes." And at the news that pardon had been given, the marionettes ran to the stage, and turning on all the lights, they danced and they sang till dawn. Okay, close call. All right, chapter 12. Fireeater gives Pinocchio 5 gold pieces for his father, Geppetto. But the marionette meets a fox and a cat, and he ends up following them. Well, the next day, Fireeater called Pinocchio aside and asked him, What is your father's name?
It's Geppetto.
And what is his trade?
He's a wood carver.
Well, does he earn much?
He earns so much that he never has a penny in his pockets. Just think of that. In order to buy me an ABC book for school, he had to sell the only coat he owned. And it was a coat so full of darns and patches that it was a pity.
Oh, a poor fellow. I feel sorry for him. Here, take these 5 gold pieces. Go, give them to him with my kindest regards. Well, Pinocchio, as may easily be imagined, thanked him 1,000 times, and he kissed each marionette in turn, even the officers, and beside himself with joy, he set out on his homeward journey. Well, he had gone barely half a mile when he met a lame fox and a blind cat walking together like 2 good friends. The lame fox leaned on the cat, and the blind cat let the fox lead him along. Oh, good morning, Pinocchio, said the fox, greeting him courteously.
How do you know my name?
Asked the marionette. Oh, well, I know your father very well.
Where have you seen him?
Well, I saw him yesterday, standing at the door of his house.
What was he doing?
Well, he was in his shirt sleeves, trembling and cold.
Oh, my poor father. But after today, God willing, he will suffer no longer.
Why?
Well, because I have become a rich man.
You a rich man? said the fox, and he began to laugh out loud. And the cat was laughing too.
Meow.
But he tried to hide it by stroking his long whiskers.
Oh, there's nothing to laugh at, cried Pinocchio angrily. I am very sorry to make your mouth water, but these, as you know, are 5 new gold pieces.
And he pulled out the gold pieces which Fireeater had given him. And at the cheerful tinkle of the gold, the fox unconsciously held out his paw that was supposed to be lame, and the cat opened wide his 2 eyes till they looked like live coals, but he closed them again so quickly that Pinocchio did not notice. Well, and may I ask, inquired the fox, what are you going to do with all that money?
First of all, answered the marionette, I want to buy a fine new coat for my father, a coat of gold and silver with diamond buttons. And after that, I'll buy an ABC book for myself.
For yourself?
Yeah, for myself. I want to go to school and study hard.
Well, look at me, said the fox. For the silly reason of wanting to study, I have lost a paw.
Meow. Look at me, said the cat. For the same foolish reason, meow, I have lost the sight of both eyes, meow.
And at that moment, a blackbird perched on the fence alongside the road called out sharp and clear,
Pinocchio, do not listen to bad advice. If you do, you'll be sorry.
Oh, that poor little blackbird. If he had only kept his words to himself, in the twinkling of an eyelid,
Meow, meow,
the cat leaped on him and ate him,
meow.
feathers and all. And after eating the bird, he cleaned his whiskers, he closed his eyes, and he became blind once more.
Oh, that poor blackbird.
Pinocchio said to the cat.
Why did you kill him? Meow. I killed him to teach him a lesson. He talks too much. Next time he will keep his words to himself. Meow.
Well, by this time, the three companions had walked a long distance, and then suddenly the fox stopped in his tracks, and turning to the Marionette, he said to him, "Oh, do you want to double your gold pieces?"
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, do you want 100, 1,000, 2,000 gold pieces for your miserable 5?
Yes, but how?
Well, the way is very easy. Instead of returning home, come with us.
Oh, and where will you take me?
Oh, to the city of Simple Simons. Pinocchio thought a while, and then said firmly,
No, I don't want to go. Home is near, and I'm going where my father is waiting for me. Oh, how unhappy he must be that I have not yet returned, and I've been a bad son. And the talking cricket was right when he said that a disobedient boy cannot be happy in this world. Now, I have learned this at my own expense. Even last night in the theater when Fireeater, the shivers run up and down my back at the mere thought of it.
Well then, said the fox, if you really want to go home, well, go ahead. But you'll be sorry.
Meow. You'll be sorry,
repeated the cat. Think well, Pinocchio. You are turning your back on Dame Fortune.
On Dame Fortune, meow,
repeated the cat. Tomorrow your 5 gold pieces will be 2,000.
Meow, 2,000,
repeated the cat.
Oh, but how can they possibly become so many?
Asked Pinocchio, wonderingly. Oh, well, let me explain, said the fox. You must know that just outside the city of Simple Simons there is a blessed field called the Field of Wonders. And in this field you dig a hole, and in that hole you bury a gold piece. And after covering up the hole with earth, you water it well, and then sprinkle a bit of salt on it, and then you go to bed. And during the night, the gold pieces, that piece sprouts, and it grows and blossoms, and next morning you will find a beautiful tree that is loaded with gold pieces.
So that if I were to bury my 5 gold pieces, cried Pinocchio with growing wonder. Wait a minute now. Next morning, how should I find? I should find what? How many?
Well, let's see. It's very simple to figure out, answered the fox. Why, you can figure it out on your fingers. Now, granted that each piece gives you 500, you multiply 500 by 5, and the next morning you will find 2,500 new sparkling gold pieces.
Oh, fine! Fine! Cried Pinocchio, dancing about with joy. And as soon as I have them, I shall keep 2,000 for myself, and the other 500 I'll give to you two.
A gift for us. No, cried the fox. Oh, pretending to be insulted. Why? No, of course not.
Meow, of course not, repeated the cat.
No. We do not work for gain, answered the fox. We only work to enrich others.
Meow, to enrich others, repeated the cat.
Oh, what good people, thought Pinocchio to himself, and forgetting his father, the new coat, the ABC book, and all his good resolutions, he said to the fox and to the cat,
let us go. I am with you.
Man, is he ever going to learn? Chapter 13. That'll be the next one. The Inn of the Red Lobster.